Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to ANIVS Home School. I am Mizanur Rahman, Assistant Teacher of Islamic Studies of National English University School, Morning Shift, Bona Street, Dhaka. Today I am going to take an Islamic Studies class for the students of class 4. Our today's topic is chapter 4. Our today's topic is chapter 2, page 33 to 9, discussion. Okay, dear students, now we start our today's topic from Salat of Jummah, Salatul Jummah. The Salatul Jummah is held with a big gathering of on Friday at the time of Zuhur prayer at a Jame Masjid. Okay, dear students, this is the definition of Salatul Jummah. If come in the examination, what do you mean by Salatul Jummah? Then you have to give the answer from first line to third line. The Salatul Jummah is held with a big gathering on Friday at the time of Zuhur prayer at Jame Masjid. People come in large number in the mosque. Allah the Almighty said in the Holy Quran about Salatul Jummah, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu idha nudiya lis-salati min yawmil jumu'ati fas'au ila dhikrillah wa zarul bayl. Dhalikum khairul lakum in kuntum ta'lamun. Okay, Allah the Almighty said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believer, when call is proclaimed for the Salat of Jummah, then you have to come quickly for performing Salat and you have to give up your trading, and it is better for you if you understood. And then Allah the Almighty said, فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةُ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ. When you finished your Salat, then you have to file upon on the earth and seek kindness of the Almighty Allah. Suratul Jummah, verse 9 to 10. Okay, dear students, now it is sunnah to take bath on the day of Salatul Jummah. There are some sunnah works, such as it is sunnah to take bath. Firstly, take bath is one of the sunnah. To wearing good clothes, it is the second sunnah, and use perfume or athar on the day of Salat of Jummah. On this day, to offer 2 rakats of Fajr, 2 rakats of Farz Jummah is given in place of Salatul Zuhur, which is also Farz. It is sunnah to offer for 4 rakats Salat of Qabla al-Jummah before Farz Salat, and 4 rakat of Ba'd al-Jummah is offered after the Farz Salat as sunnat. Okay, dear students, there are 4 rakat sunnat before the Salatul Jummah of first 2 rakat, and after first 2 rakat there are 4 rakats of sunnat salat, which is called Ba'd al-Jummah. Okay, it is sunnah to okay, 2 azans are called for Salat of Jummah. Ba'd al-Jummah is Salat of Sunnat. Okay, Salat of Jummah cannot be offered without Jamaat. Dear students, Salat of Jummah is must, you have to perform with Jamaat. Without Jamaat is not be accepted according to the law of Islam. 2 azans are called for Salat of Jummah. First azan is for coming to the mosque. It is called from the outside of mosque or from the minar of the mosque. And second azan is called from the inside of mosque. When Imam sit on the member for the giving khutbah, then give the second azan. After finishing the second azan, Imam Sahib stand and giving his delivery speech or khutbah. After finishing 2 khutbah, we have to perform 2 rakats of Farz prayer of Salat of Jummah. Okay, dear students, it is wajib to listen to the khutbah. It is wajib to listen to khutbah of Salatul Jummah. During this time, taking during this time talking or doing anything, and even offering nafil salat are forbidden. Okay, dear students, when giving the khutbah of Imam Sahib, then you have to must listen with attentively the khutbah of Imam, because at the time of khutbah, speaking with others or talking with others or doing any works or even perform salat of nafil or sunnat is also forbidden according to the law of Islam. So you have to must careful about the khutbah of Imam in the day of salat of Jummah. At the end of khutbah, we offer 2 rakats of for salat with the Imam. Salatul Jummah consists of 10 rakats. Dear students, we know that there are 10 rakats, total 10 rakats salat of Jummah. Firstly, 4 rakat qabla al-Jummah, it is sunnat, and then 2 rakat foroz, it is foroz of salat of Jummah, and then 4 rakats ba'd al-Jummah, it is also sunnat. 4 plus 2 plus 4, total 10 rakats of salat of Jummah. Okay, dear students, now we will start the salat of Eid. Salatul Eid. Eid is a day of happiness. Every year the Muslims of the world celebrate the 2 Eids. The first is called Eid al-Fitr. Eid al-Fitr is the name of this Eid, which is offered after the finishing of month of Ramadan, and it is the first date of the Shawwal. Will offered Eid al-Fitr. Then to offer Salatul Eid is wajib, and Salatul Eid is offered for every Muslims, those who are adult, is wajib to perform with 6 additional takbirs. Okay, Eid al-Fitr, the first day of the month of Shawwal is fixed for the Fitr. It comes after the fasting in Ramadan. Eid means joyous on happiness. Fitr means to break fasting. The Muslims express their gratitude to Allah for giving them ability to keep fasting for long 1 month. It is not only a day of joy and happiness, but also it is the day of taking care about those who are neighbor, those who are very poor and orphan. We have to take care of them on the Eid day, because if we don't take care of them, they cannot take part in the joys of Eid day. So we have to must careful about our neighbors and orphans and poor persons. Okay, it is made wajib to pray Sadaqatul Fitr. It is to be given by the rich to the poor. Okay, dear students, on the Eid day, the rich people should have given the Sadaqatul Fitr to the poor person. By this way, the poor person and all other persons, those who are Muslims, they can take part in the joy of Eid. So every rich person must have give the Sadaqatul Fitr to the poor person. To keep fasting on the Eid day is haram. For this reason, Eid day is the joyful day and the happiness. For this reason, Eid day, to Eid day, and after the Eid al-Azha 3 days is fasting is haram according to the law of Islamic Sharia. Okay, dear students, now we will start sunnats of the Eid day. Dear students, there are some sunnat works in the Eid day, such as the following are deeds of sunnat are on this day. First, to take bath in the morning. Number 2, to use attar or perfume. Number 3, to wear clean clothes. Number 4, to take some sort of sweet meat. Number 5, to perform Salatul Eid at the Eidgah. Dear students, there are more than some sunnat works in the Eid day, such as to wake up from bed early in the morning, to to brush the teeth, then take ablution, and after going to Eidgah, we have to utter takbir, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. It is uttering with silently at the Eid day of Eid al-Fitr, and Eid day of Eid al-Adha, we have to utter this takbir with loud. And it is also sunnat of the Eid day to go to the Eidgah on the way and come back another way. It is the one of the sunnat of the Eid day. And it is also sunnat of the Eid al-Fitr's day to take something sweet meat before going to the Eidgah. And it is sunnah to the for Eid al-Adha, there is nothing take before performing Salat of Eid. It is sunnah for the Eid al-Adha. Okay. Now we start. It is wajib to offer 2 rakat salat of Eid al-Fitr. In this salat, there are 6 additional wajib takbirs. Dear students, every Eid day we have to give additional 6 takbir in the Eid al-Fitr salat and Eid al-Adha salat. We have to give additional 6 takbir. 3 takbirs before starting for first rakat, and 3 takbirs after finishing the Qiraat of second rakat. Okay, the Eid al-Adha. The second Eid is called Eid al-Adha or Eid of Qurbani. In the light of Islam, this day is very important. On this day, at the command of Almighty Allah, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam about to sacrifice his son Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. By this way, Allah the Almighty it is wajib for every Muslims for remind this Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam sunnat, because Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam about to sacrifice his son on the day of Eid al-Adha. So every Muslims, those who are able to giving Qurbani, they have to must sacrifice any animal which are lawful according to the Islamic Sharia. They have to must sacrifice their animal. The 10th Zilhaz is fixed for Eid al-Adha. The sunnat of the day of Eid al-Adha is like Eid al-Fitr. Dear students, the sunnat of the day of Eid al-Adha is like as Eid al-Fitr. Only difference between Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha is before going to Eidgah in the Eid al-Fitr, we have to must take some sweet meats, and before going to Eid al-Adha, we have not take any sweet meat. It is sunnat. And another difference is in the going of Eid al-Fitr Eidgah, we have to must utter this takbir silently. Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. This takbir you have to utter silently. But in the going to the Eid al-Adha field, we have to utter this takbir loudly. Okay, the takbir of Eid is, I already recite this takbir, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. To utter this takbir from the Fajr of the 9th Zilhaz to the Asr of 13th Zilhaz. Dear students, it is wajib to utter this takbir of the Eid day from 9th Zilhaz, Fajr of 9th Zilhaz to the 13th Zilhaz Asr prayer. You have to must utter this takbir, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. After finishing the five times prayer of the day. Okay, dear students, now we will start about Qurbani. Qurbani, we shall divide Qurbani. We have to give the Qurbani after finishing the Eid al-Adha's prayer. After come back our house, we have to give sacrifice our animals, and we have to divide the meat of Qurbani's animal in the 3 portion. And first portion we have to take ourselves, and second portion we have to give our relatives, and Third person, we have to give the those who are poor in our society. Okay, dear students, it is the mustahab rule of the according to the Islamic Sharia. Dear students, I hope that you have understood this topic clearly. You have to practice more and more at your home, abide by your parents, and stay well. See you again very soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.